for our double champions' second championship defense of the night. And there is a woman who is all confidence Graves, and with good reason.
To quote the legendary Mike Lang, Fallon Henley is grinning like a butcher's dog because the championship is essentially being served up to her on a silver platter, thanks to Fatal Influence.
Stand and Deliver is presented by Xfinity. Stay connected to more of the WWE action you love with Wi-Fi built for streaming from Xfinity. And by Mobland, a new family crime drama from the underworld of Guy Ritchie, streaming March 30th on Paramount+.
Jaida Parker took Stephanie Vaquer to the limit. Stephanie barely escaped to kick off the evening. Then the attack from Fatal Influence. Stephanie Vaquer is entering this title defense badly wounded with the odds stacked against her.
And here comes our double champion back against the wall. Has had, I don't know, roughly 90 minutes or so to recover. And Booker, you've competed, as we talked about earlier, twice in one night. It is hard to start and stop yourself. Is it not?
It's a big night. It's a big night. I mean, that adrenaline factor was definitely in play earlier tonight, but I'm sure she's cooled down at this point. But right now, it's about going out there and proving your medals. Stephanie Vaquer, this is the ultimate test here tonight. Oh, yes.
And she is not 100% to Graves' point. You can see her. The ribs are damaged. You got to wonder if she's having trouble breathing. She is certainly going to be tested in this main event. And Fallon Henley knows the odds are in her favor.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley. And her opponent from San Fernando, Chile. She is the NXT Women's and the NXT Women's North American Champion, Stephanie Vaquer.
Grimacing just to raise a championship above her head. Booker, to go back to what we were talking about, is it tougher to go back-to-back in matches, or is it tougher to start the night and then have to come back and end the night?
No, it's definitely going to be harder to come back and try to finish this thing up, but they say that you're not champion until you go out there and defend. Stephanie Vaquer, she's going out here and defending twice on this night. This could give her what I call that cloak of invincibility.
JC Jane sticking her nose in, and this is also part of the numbers advantage. Fatal Influence on the outside. Jasmine Nix, JC Jane are going to give everything they got to help distract the champion, so they can put gold back into Fatal Influence. Into the cover, hook to the leg, and a near fall. And right now, it's time to take a look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. Second championship match of the night for Vaquer, our third one overall. And one person we haven't heard from, we haven't seen since New York City, Graves, the former NXT Women's Champion, Julia. What must be going through her mind? Where is she at in a state of mind?
Well, we know Julia, and we'll cover here by Fallon.
Champion with another kick out.
Julia and La Primera have a friendship that extends beyond the ring. Julia is certainly proud of her friend for accomplishing what Vaquer has, but there's somewhere in the back of Julia's mind she's got to be hoping that she didn't lose her NXT Women's Championship in something of a fluke, only to have it lost in the first defense.
Well, that is a great point, and again, a lot of us have come into tonight Talking about stand and deliver, who will be the champion? Who will represent the women's division? No one in recent memory has successfully defended hook of the leg, 2 different singles titles in one night, and that is what Vaquer is trying to do here and now.
And wherever Julia is, I think somewhere in her mind she's reasonable enough to realize that Stephanie Vaquer may have bitten off more than she can chew tonight. And I don't mean that as an insult or to disparage Stephanie in any way, shape, or form. That's just the reality.
We're focusing on the champion for a second. Booker, what do you think is going through her body right now? Again, the ribs were targeted earlier. They are damaged. Into the cover goes a challenger and a kick out.
No, she's bruised, battered, and torn right now. And I think the keys to victory for Fallon Henley is to pick up where Jaida Parker left off, and that's working that lower back, that lower lumbar region. Right now, she's done a hell of a job.
You attack the core of your opponent, it makes every movement extra difficult. No matter how skilled you are, whether you fly, whether you're a grappler, when your core is attacked and damaged as badly as Stephanie's appears to be at this juncture, it spells bad news 100 times out of 100.
And look, Corey joined us earlier this year in Los Angeles. Booker, we have seen Stephanie Vaquer since the day she arrived. We have never seen this sort of look on her face.
Bad mistake right there. No,
smart.
Just talking about Julia in that first title defense and how hard it really is. Just think about the position that Stephanie's in here tonight.
Fallon with a feint kick in her own right, rocking the champion. Is the challenger going to walk out with gold back around her waist?